a waterhole all by herself. That's why we rescued her. The big one standing close to Bodoma. The one that has...
What up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Black Expat Podcast, coming at you guys live from Taichung, Taiwan, on YouTube. And if you just saw that amazing, cute video of the baby elephants, then you probably already know what we're going to be talking about today, and that is the time I spent. Wait a minute, you guys know what time it is. Have a drink with me. The time I spent in Nairobi, Kenya at an elephant sanctuary. First, I learned so much about elephants and what exactly an elephant sanctuary was. Also, I got to spend a lot of time with some very, very cute, adorable, beautiful, and very, very large baby elephants. And luckily, I recorded most of the facts that I learned about that particular sanctuary and about elephants in Kenya, Nairobi to be specific, Nairobi, Kenya. So, without further ado, here's a little bit more video of those elephants playing around, hanging around, and having a good time. Here you go.
Maybe close enough to how do you feel about
Awesome, right? Love elephants. They're so smart and huge, very big. But also, as I said earlier, I learned a little bit too. And here's what we had to say right after we spent some time in that elephant sanctuary. And no, I didn't get in the mud. I got really close to one of them. I didn't get a chance to touch them, nor did I get to feed them milk like some of the other tourists did, but I was just there taking in the scenery, and I had J's on. I'm trying to get my J's that dirty, not gonna lie. Anyway, here's more of us. So we just finished our elephant sanctuary. You digs? That's a great picture of you, Stephanie.
It was great.
Did you guys have a good time?
It was a good time.
So what you guys learn about elephants?
I learned that they're adorable and they love mud.
They do love mud. And we actually had a sanctuary where they actually rescue elephants.
They do.
They've rescued over 200?
Over 200.
Yep. So we were not riding them, we were rescuing them, playing with them, and it was amazing. Patrick found, again, some paintings he's going to buy. Patrick has a lot of paintings.
I'm not going to buy paintings. I always buy paintings.
Yeah, all right, don't do it this time. Don't do it to yourself.
And I already have. I do have.
And keep in mind,
You do.
this is day
the
two.
first place.
It is day
Day
two.
two.
Right, you know.
That's actually good advice, Stephanie. When you go on vacation, you got a long trip, 7 to 10 days, you ain't got to spend all your money in one place.
You have
Take your time. It's just going to get there.
My bad, y'all. You know, I get
No,
excited
it's
when
okay.
I see paintings. I get excited.
They were beautiful paintings,
They were.
by the way.
So which elephant was your favorite elephant?
I don't remember the names, but they were all really cute. I liked the first group.
Yeah.
The first group was really good because they were younger than the second group.
Young baby elephants are always amazing to look at. All right, so we had a great time at Elephant Sanctuary.
Do not put your hands to the orphan's mouth.
No.
Risk losing your finger.
You would get high quality photos
do
from
have teeth.
him
Will not be
and her. You'll get iPhone photos and GoPro photos from me. But all right, good time. On to the next. Giraffes. CP Travels. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to upload this clip because of the way that my lips was looking. They was hella dry. I think I lost my Vaseline at some point, but whatever. But here's a short recap and more information about elephants and our trip to that particular sanctuary. And don't worry, I have more amazing videos about my time spent in Kenya, Africa, specifically with giraffes, because giraffes are cool. It wasn't a giraffe sanctuary, it was something more than that. But you have to check out the next video to find out more. So, to the send-off, you guys know what time it is. Have a drink with me. And enjoy this last video, wrapping up my time spent at the elephant sanctuary and more elephants, because why not? Elephants are amazing. You should love them. They're smart and live to be really old. Yeah, check it out. To get right into it, I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about some of the questions I've gotten in my inbox, and I wanted to share it with everyone else so you guys know what we've been doing while we've been here in Nairobi, Kenya, and more importantly, things about the places that we've been going to while we've been there. So first, I'll just start with the elephant orphanage that we were able to go to. Again, it was a beautiful place. It was outdoors. It was only open from 11 to 12 because they wanted to protect the elephants and not overexpose them to too many people, especially since these elephants would be released back into the wild. So it was about, I think it was between 20 and 25 elephants that have been rescued from all over the continent of Africa. As you guys know, people in Africa and from outside of Africa come to Africa to hunt elephant for their tusk, which is made of ivory, which is treasured all over the world to some people, and it's very dangerous and terrible because if you take the tusk off an elephant, they all obviously die. So hundreds of thousands of elephants have been killed over the years just for their ivory tusk. So what the orphanage did is actually went throughout, they go throughout Africa and they find stranded elephants, elephants that have been abandoned, or elephants whose parents have been killed, or elephants who just are wandering around and look lost, baby elephants, and actually save these elephants. Save the babies. They bring them back to the orphanage. They feed them until they're up to 3 years old. And after they're 3 years old, they are released back into the wild because they're old enough and big enough to defend themselves, and so on and so forth. They're able to live long, healthy lives. It was interesting to see because the elephants, they would come out. They came out in two groups of 10, between 10 and 12. They came out. The people would feed them. The people who ran the organization would feed them milk. I didn't really think baby elephants drank milk, but apparently they do. They actually, because it's really hard to find elephant milk, which makes sense, right? It's not like milking a cow. They actually gave them baby formula milk, or formula that was designed specifically for these elephants to help them live very happy lives. They got hot. It was really interesting. They got hot, so that's why people are like, why are they rolling around in the mud? Because it's hot. Like, it's hot during the day. It's cooler in Kenya at night. But when it's hot, and they're bigger animals, so obviously they're going to be hot and need to be cooled down. So they were throwing mud on them. They would play in the mud. They would put the dirt on them, to kind of shield them from the sun, which is, is hot. So that kind of makes sense. We had a really great time there. It was cool just being there, being able to interact with them. We didn't want them to get too close. We were able to touch them, but they're covered in mud. You don't really want to touch a muddy elephant. But there are places, times we've been able to interact with them in the water and so on and so forth. And if you wanted to get muddy, you could, but I don't think we were trying to do that for one reason or the other, because not only do we want to have an amazing experience, we want to send you, or hopefully you can come be a part of an amazing experience here in Nairobi as well, because again, it's all about paying it forward and giving back.
All by herself. That's why we rescued her. The big one standing close to Bodoma, the one that has come in the latest, an elephant by the name Sana Sana, who was meant to come in the second group, but needed her milk very fast. That's why